Hello and welcome. My name is Jody and this is Quilt Squirrel. And this video is an update of what I've been working on for the past couple weeks and a catch up of what I read the second half of 2025. So when I'm not in here sewing, I like to read. So we'll start with sewing or quilting. So as you can see behind me, this is my Wensleydale. This is a Jen Kingwell pattern, and I'm using the foundation paper pieces. And I was following the Quilted Chicken. They did a bunch of videos. They explain how to create a muslin, how to cut your fabric from 6.5 inch by width of fabric, how to select fabric, and how to put it together. So this is mine. I used my 10 Tilda fabrics in this quilt, and I'm so glad I did. I love this quilt, love it. And this pattern is great. When I get done, I'm thinking I might get more of the papers and make it in another colorway down the road, but I love this pattern. And so, like, here is my latest block. I think it's so pretty. And so, I keep saying so. I have 44 44 blocks done, and there's 60 blocks. It's 6 blocks by 10, so I have 16 more blocks to make, and I have my blocks, the fabrics all sorted, so this is all that's left to put together. And so that's my Wensleydale. That's been my main project right now. And my second project that I've been working on, each year I give myself New Year's resolutions to learn new techniques or to try something new, like knitting or stuff like that. Well, last year I wanted to make an orphan block quilt, like Dave's Craft Room does. And so this is my my orphan block quilt. I've got it basted, and I don't even see, can't see all of it, but I did a video on it. And so this year my New Year's resolution is to hand quilt it. And so I have started in the middle, and I'm just doing lines vertical, and I am almost halfway across. And I gotta tell you, I can see how I'm getting better, but I love hand quilting. So this probably won't be the last quilt that I hand quilt. I might try and get a little fancier as I get better, but I can see in my stitches as we go across that my stitches are getting more even. That makes sense. So, but I do have a tip. Let's see. First, this is what I'm using. It's a 14-inch square Q frame, I think is what they're called. Great. I wish I had a bigger one, but to start out with, 14 is a good one. And I'm getting fancy, like Sue from Small Things is in one of her videos. She was showing how when she was doing lines, she had like 3 or 4 needles going at once. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing 3 rows or 3 columns at a time. And it seems to make it go a little bit quicker because I'm not having to unhook the quilt from this, reposition it and sew a little bit more. So doing 3 at a time makes it a little bit quicker. But the tool that I have found that is a must-have if you're doing hand quilting, it is this needle puller. I don't know if you can see. I put it behind this. Can you see that? And you see there's like a little hole at the bottom. And so what it does is when you're pushing your needle through a bunch of fabric, sometimes it's really hard to pull through. And what this does is that little hole, it grabs the needle. So you can see that little hole so that you can pull it through. Love this tool. And I think I paid like $14 online and got it. And you can get them in different colors. And it even has a like a little thread cutter blade here. But love it. So that is what I have been working quilt-wise. It's been a couple weeks since I had a video. January has not been kind. First started out with, I had a toothache. Had to go to the dentist. And so then after that, I ended up getting sick, sort of like a head cold that moved into the chest. And yeah, no human head should have that much stuff in it, let me tell you. And then, of course, we had Snowmageddon 2026, and I hope everyone is safe. If you lost power, I hope you get it back soon. And I think where I'm at, we easily got 12 inches. Yeah, we got bombarded. But people down south got hit really bad with the ice and the snow. So I really hope they're safe. So that's how my January has been. So let me switch now to my reading. And I have 2 books going at all times. I have a book that I keep in my car. And when I get to work, I usually get about a half hour early to work. And I will sit and read in the car. And then at home, when I'm done sewing in here, I'll go out in the living room and I will read for about a half hour, 45 minutes if I have time. So I have 2 books going at one time. So these are the books that I've read since June, July 2025. So, and they're in no particular order. This book, Dead and Alive, this is the 3rd book. It's a Dean Koontz series, Frankenstein. And it's pretty good, but I've been reading this series for probably 6 years, so it's a slow process. But I did finish book 3, and I don't have book 4 yet, so eventually I'll probably order the 4th book and read it. And another book I read was Stephen King's Fairy Tale. This book has, let's see, almost 800 pages. Yeah. Good story, though. I liked it. And another book I read was Piranesi by Susanna Clark. And this was a really good book. It's, I don't know if it's a classic, but I think everyone and his brothers read this book. And I don't want to give any spoilers, but you need to go into this not knowing what's going on. So you don't want to miss the twists and all that. But yeah, really great book. And then another book I read was, this is the one that I just finished in-house, was The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. A really sweet book. And I've got the second book. I think there's only 2 books in this series, or at least there's only 2 books out that I know of. And the next time I'm in the mood for a cute book, I'm going to read the second one. I really like that one. And then another book, these next 3 books I read in the car was Ghost Camera by Darcy Coates. And this, I thought it was one story, but it's a group of different stories in here. I got that one read. And then another Darcy Coates, From Below. Read that one. It's not exactly a thin book either. And Immortal Dark by Tigist Gurma. I know I'm butchering the name. I read that book in the car. And let's see, the last book I read in the car was Empire of the Vampire. I believe there's 3 books in this series, and the 3rd book just came out recently, and it's like 750 pages. And the pages are so thin. They're like phone book thin. It's a heavy book. Yeah, that was a pretty good story. And this next series I read the entire series in the car, and it's the Murderbot Diaries. I gotta explain these books. There are 7 books out right now. The 8th book, called Platform Decay, is coming out in a couple months, and I'm gonna get that one. But they grouped these books, like this says it's volume 3, and what they've done is they've combined 2 books into one. So this is Fugitive Telemetry and System Collapse. And a tip if you read this is you want to read Fugitive Telemetry, then you want to go over and you want to read Network Effect, and then go back and read System Collapse. System Collapse is the last book so far in the series. I love this series. So, I love Murderbot. What can I say? I'm a fan. Those are my updates. I hope everyone is staying warm. We're in a deep freeze right now. We're getting down to like single digits. They're talking negative wind chills. So bring your pets in if you're in this freeze, and look out for them. So I hope everyone is safe. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.